Here's a video of how we replicated a corbel off a historic home in Richmond. And these are common down here on the 18 and 1900s homes. And this goes in the eave of the roof. So the roof comes down and the soffit is here. And so the customer gave us a corbel to copy. And I wanted to show the process of how we went from this to the finished copy. And what we did is we broke this down into pieces. And there's a few things to note. One is that this sticks out. Two is that it has this cove. And three is it has this separate little piece here. And four is that it has this scroll work. So used a little tool made by Shaper Trace, and you can trace out a pattern, put it in here, scan it, and then move it over to the CNC to Vectric. But this doesn't fit the whole thing, so I had to do it in pieces and then come over and piece it together. And then for the outer part of the corbel, same thing. I made traces of the profiles in parts, and then I went over here and put all those parts together. Then I had to clean it up and do a lot of hand drawing to get this right. And so once we had a part made, we can go over to the CNC machine and we can cut that part out. And that's this piece. However, the back side of this is hollow, and I was not sure if that was critical to how it hangs on the house, so I wanted to make sure I kept that hollow. So for the middle piece, I made the same thing with a hollow, and I went into Vectric, V-Carve, and I made this piece. Well, let me lay it down. I'm trying to film at the same time with my left hand. So I made it a little smaller here so that you get this protrusion. All right. Then we took those pieces and glued them up and made the middle piece first. But we made it in two halves, and then we took a router with a guide bearing and we routed this out one half at a time. And I'm sorry, I should have had the guide bearing here to show the bit to show you, but the bit cuts from this side. The router goes along it like this, so you cut this side of the cove and then this side. And when you put them together, you have a whole cove, because there was no way to get the router down in there to do it in one like that. So then these middle pieces were glued up, and then I bondoed the glue joints and smoothed it out. Then these pieces were glued onto the sides. So you have this protrusion just like you have here. And when all that went together, then I took this and I made a tracing of it. And then I put that tracing here, drew it out, and I hand cut that on the bandsaw, which I need to clean. I need to clean that up a little bit, no big deal. And then that comes together. That is how you make a corbel. A lot of work, but it came out really nice. I thought I would share that.